I think it's pretty safe to say that by far, one of the big exciting elements of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker has all to do with the connections to the prequels and the originals that will be made in this movie by director J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really intriguing about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film is, of course, going to really include many different references to, of course, the prequels and the originals in different ways that fans have never seen before on the big screen. And what's really exciting about that, of course, is that this is going to be used as a way to evolve the characters of Rey and Kylo Ren in this story from start to finish, and, of course, their battle against Palpatine. Now, on top of all of this, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film. And when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, as well as one of the set leaks, this is where things begin to get very exciting for Episode 9. Now, specifically, shot descriptions consisting of a sequence where it's explained that both Rey and Kylo Ren are said to be fighting Palpatine inside of his throne room, underneath the surface of Exegol, where it's explained that they are struggling against Sidious during the scene where Palpatine is described to use the Force conduit technique that is said to drain the energy from Kylo Ren and Rey, that is said to bring Palpatine to a more youthful state. One of the sequences that is said to involve Hayden Christensen as an older Anakin Skywalker is said to be seen as a Force ghost offering energy to both Rey and Kylo Ren as they are very weak, that allows them to have a fighting chance against Sidious to destroy him once and for all. It said that this is JJ's way of evolving Force ghosts, just as Rian Johnson did, where this power allows Anakin, portrayed by Hayden Christensen, to transfer energy to Kylo and Rey to fight together against Sidious. The sequence is said to involve a moment where Palpatine is said to be puzzled by their sudden boost in power, where Palpatine gets a glimpse of Anakin Skywalker by Hayden Christensen, just as he vanishes into thin air and returns to the netherworld of the Force. It said that the scene is also said to include a brand new Skywalker theme for the fans during this particular moment. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, the exciting thing about this particular moment is that it's actually Hayden Christensen as an older version of Anakin Skywalker offering energy to both Rey and Kylo Ren after they are significantly weakened by Palpatine's new Force power called Force Conduit. Now, in case you guys have no idea what Force Conduit is, basically, it's going to be a Force power that allows Kylo Ren and Rey to lose their energy and offering it to Palpatine pretty much involuntarily. So Palpatine is able to use this power to draw the energy from those two individuals associated with the dark and the light, and once they are in the same room, Palpatine is able to use this ability, where Kylo and Rey are now said to be in a weakened state, where Anakin Skywalker's Force Ghost is said to actually come into the middle of the scene and offer them a little bit of energy from the netherworld of the Force. Now, once again, this is kind of reflecting about what George Lucas wanted to do in Return of the Jedi, where Luke was actually getting shocked by lightning from Palpatine, where the Force ghosts of Kenobi and Yoda would intervene and help Luke Skywalker block the lightning back at Palpatine. So basically, they're doing something to that extent by J.J. Abrams, Disney, and Lucasfilm, and how Hayden Christensen, the entire scene as him as Anakin Skywalker is all planned and set out to be a moment just like this, where they're evolving the use of Force ghosts. We've seen this in The Last Jedi, where Yoda is able to literally create a strike of lightning in the mortal world outside of the netherworld, causing the tree to burn down to the ground, where now, and of course The Rise of Skywalker, JJ is doing his own spin on how Force ghosts are actually going to evolve in The Rise of Skywalker in a very unique way that's going to be beneficial to both Rey and Kylo Ren to fight Sidious and to attempt to destroy him once and for all. So, like I say, we do know that a lot of Palpatine scenes were changed, in case you guys did not know. The new villain apparently is now cut from the movie, who was supposedly being portrayed by Matt Smith. He's gone, apparently, and they actually changed Palpatine's role significantly in the second and third acts of Episode 9, through the reshoots from August to September, and even during this month of October. Reshoots are still happening as we speak and are planned to end at some point in time in mid-October to late October, which is where they plan to finally complete this movie, where they will finally enter the final stage of post-production in November, just getting the movie done fully, of course, speaking, by December, which really is very late, I will say. and it really is causing a little bit of concern as to whether or not these reshoots are a positive or a negative for The Rise of Skywalker. I guess we'll find out and see exactly how it's going to be executed on the big screen and how it's really going to all come together for the fans, right? That's the big interest about this movie, is to see exactly how it's going to compare when it comes to the reactions, you know, from The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, and how this one's going to stand. You want my honest opinion? I've expressed this many times. My gut feeling is that this is going to be the best of the trilogy, and that it's going to be basically the new Revenge of the Sith, if you will, meaning it's going to be the best of the 3 movies. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know anything about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.